community members. My name is Sumeet Bagai, and I had the privilege of serving the Hokie community as a proud student leader, an experience that became completely redefined for me on this day 5 years ago. You never think that the day your life changes will start just like any other day. April 16th, 2007 started like any other Monday. After a late night of working in the SGA office, I awoke to a call from my dad, who was wondering if I was safe. Safe? Why would he be thinking that? From there, a series of events ignited that changed my life and the lives of so many others in our Hokie community forever. Looking back, it's the resolve and determination of our community that continues to amaze me today. In the midst of our darkest day, we refuse to be defined by an act of violence. While I may never find the words to express the pride I feel in how we as Hokies responded, a few unforgettable examples of our strength stand out, beginning with this very memorial. 5 years ago, the memorial you see in front of you today emerged from the hearts of students who were on a mission to begin our community's healing process. And while the vision might have been conceptualized by students who secured these 32 Hokie stones that first night, this truly was the community's memorial. In the days and weeks that followed, thousands made their way to this memorial to pay tribute. And throughout that process, an individual or a group, we may never know, placed personal identifiers at each Hokie stone, and that is how these stones were named. Even after the original stones were given to family members, the permanent stones you see today remain in that exact original order. The second example of our community's strength that stands out is the night of April 17th, 2007, when we realized that it was more than just our immediate Blacksburg community who had assembled at the Candlelight Vigil. Virginia Tech alumni, family members, students from other universities, and others who were simply touched by our community's response had traveled through the night to join us in our moment of need. Our own classmates even had the opportunity to go home, but instead they chose to stay here in Blacksburg with their Hokie family. I will never forget that moment in this exact spot 5 years ago, when over 40,000 of us stood together in complete silence and suddenly erupted into cheers of "Let's go Hokies." Our community strength had never been clearer than in that moment, and the simple yet defining message, "We will prevail, we are Virginia Tech," was echoed across the globe and continues to this day. As I stand here today, I know in my heart that we continue to prevail for many reasons, and no reason more important than our university motto, "Ut prosim, that I may serve." For generations, Hokies have used our compassion on the front lines in response to local, national, and international tragedies that have devastated others. This was never more evident than in the moments that followed April 16th. As we faced our greatest challenge, we rose to the occasion and gave selflessly to each other. Our greatest hope as past students was that these examples of the Hokie spirit would be a lasting legacy, and that you, future students at that time, would see that Blacksburg is an incredible community of people who can face any adversity when they come together. I see that today by looking out at all of you. Our mission was accomplished, and even more importantly, you've carried that legacy on. From the way you handled tragedy this past December to the way you engage in student programs, the alumni community has watched as you've carried this great legacy forward. Many of you may have not been here on that April day, but you've embraced the Hokie spirit just the same. And like those that came before us, and those that will come after you, you represent our alma mater in the best possible way, by embodying our university motto and remembering that there is no stronger bond than the ties of the Hokie family. We gather here tonight to remember those who are no longer with us and to honor those that survived. Let's carry the lessons of April 16th with us for the rest of our lives. as reminders to cherish each moment as a gift, to take every opportunity to tell our loved ones what they mean to us, and to leave our campus, our workplaces, and our world a better place. Let's always live for 32. It's now my pleasure to introduce your SGA President, Corbin DeMeglio.